crave. Under neon lights we take a stand. Knights and wizards across the land.
It's Monday. It's 8 o'clock. It's Memorial Day. Let's rock. Yeah, I got nothing. Good morning. It's 8 o'clock in the morning here at Site B, the 26th day of May, 2025, 57 degrees and sunny. It's Memorial Day weekend. So please drink and drive. And I don't know. What am I trying to say? Blah. Don't drink and drive. Don't drink and drive is what I'm trying to say. So I'm taking a look at all the sales and bundles and freebies that are available this week, and which ones I think are worth your time. I obviously need a little bit more caffeine. The brain hasn't quite woken up yet. Well, okay. Well, as we know, this happened. Dagerheart is out. The reviews are 80% positive, 10% well, it exists, and 10% this sucks. Very interesting to see how Dagerheart plays out with the upcoming Umbra playthrough that Mercer and company are planning. But if you haven't had a chance to check out Dagerheart in its full 4-color glory, we do have some quick start adventure for us. Darrington Press has made a Dagerheart quick start adventure available free. It's got 5 pre-generated characters, a guided section on how to play the game, some maps, and some other things, so you can dip your feet in the world of Dagerheart without making the $50 plunge. Atomic Ninja Studios, okay, you win this week for best name of a game company. Atomic Ninja Studios has a Savage Worlds one-shot called Black Shields, which deals with a necromancer. So it sounds like a Savage Worlds fantasy adventure. Savage Worlds is a great little system that does not get enough attention, probably because on paper it doesn't work. You read through the rules and you're like, this doesn't work. But then you play it and you're like, oh my God, this works. This is perfect. How? Yeah, it's a weird little system and it doesn't get as much recognition as it should. Rivery Rebels brings us a standalone adventure called Echoes of the Veil for Forged in the Dark or Cyberpunk, the Forged in the Dark Cyberpunk rules. It includes maps of the world, NPCs, dialogue samples, talents, and other things. So if you want to do some cyberpunk type stuff using the world of Forged in the Dark, you can. I like the idea of dialogue samples. I'm sure we've seen that before, right? You know, a couple things that the character might say in a little bubble. You know, so you have your armor class and hit points and stats and whatever, but then you have like, you know, token things, quotes. Yeah, I like that. For D&D, Hungry Dwarf Press brings us Emerald Land Setting Guide, a 49-page setting book with an introduction to the region of Emerald Land, road maps, important NPCs, faction, monsters, adventures, and character options. So I guess it's a setting for D&D. Calcify, Kelfecil, Calcify Tales has an adventure called The Retrieval. It's about a shipwrecked wizard who is returning to seek out family stuff that he lost. So if this sounds sort of like Odysseus, I guess. 5th level adventure for D&D. Grizzled Lore has a low-level adventure for Rollmaster. Rollmaster of all things. I can't remember the last time I saw stuff made for Rollmaster, called Shadow of Despair. There's an ancient evil in the land of Earthron, and it's on the rise. Thralia is laying the groundwork to bring darkness to the land. Will anyone come forward and thwart her plans? Thralia, I guess, is somebody from Rollmaster mythology, or just the name? I don't know. I'm not familiar enough with the Rollmaster world to know if these are things or not. Lightning Round brings us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 new 5e editions, subclasses, things like that. So if you are looking to add a little love to your 5e, here you go. Drive-Thru is celebrating PaizoCon with a Paizo sale, 30% off all third-party Paizo titles. 30% off all third-party Paizo titles. So these are the things that Paizo made. These are things that other people have made for Pathfinder and Starfighter. Dungeon Master Guild has a huge library of adventures on sale called the Dungeons and Dragons Organized Play Adventure League sale. Almost 1,500 titles are marked down up to 25% of every tier. so you can have something ready for your convention game store demo night, or whatever. So 1,500 D&D type adventures ranging from 1 or 2 pages to entire campaigns, all 25% off. Why are we marking down the prices? Oh, I don't know. Might have something to do with the various rumors about the fate of the Adventurers League and Dungeon Masters Guild. Or it could just be, hey, convention season's going up, and we know Wizards of the Coast has claimed they're not going to have presences at conventions anymore. So maybe this is a way to get other people to spread the love for 5e and all its various incarnations. Yeah, I'm sure it's nothing bad. I'm sure it has nothing to do with the rumors of the future of the Adventurers League. Yeah. EM Publishing has released a bundle of stuff for the Awful Cheerful Engine Omnibus Bundle. This omnibus bundle contains the core rules for the Awful Cheerful Engine, campaign setting adventure combos, including the Spirits of Manhattan, Montana Drones, and the Raiders of the Cutty Shark, Strange Science, Beam Me Up, Orcs and Oubliettes, and Domes of Thunders, and Bite Me. These are all adventure scenario settings for the Awful Cheerful Engine rule set. So basically it's a generic GURPS like rule set, and then they've made a lot of adventure settings for it, including a fantasy one, space one, post-apocalypse, archaeology. So yeah, just a whole bunch of stuff. $8 for the entire bundle. We've got a Shadowrun 6 World Edition bundle. First, we have the Shadowrun 6 World Essential bundles with the Shadowrun core rules. This is $18 to get you all the core starting stuff for Shadowrun, rules, campaign building, different types of magic, stuff like that. Then we have a second bundle for $20, which includes a bunch of adventures and supplements for the Shadowrun 6 World Library, including the Shadowrun 6 World Companion. Say that 5 times fast. Advice books, cyberware books, core books, NPC books, setting books, stuff like that. The Fantasy Grounds Play Today sale is coming to an end. I wasn't aware it had started. Get the big discount on the base license for the Fantasy Grounds VTT, and or a lifetime license is also marked down, plus all the rule books and ready to play adventures, including products for Pathfinder, Star Trek, etc., are all marked down 40% or 20% off if you want just the adventures, 40% off if you want the license. That ends today. There's also a Dagerheart bundle, which provides us with a wide variety of digital tools for the Nexus and PDFs for Dagerheart for $50. Charity bundles this week include the GoFundMe continues for Daryl Mott. He claims this is the last time, but for one last time, he's got his GoFundMe. Please, let's help Daryl finish off paying for his medical bills. I am so sorry that Daryl still has to go through these couple months, not only having to struggle with these bills and struggle with his health and struggle with how the situation has affected his family, but basically beg people every week to help him pay for this off. Some of those bills go to medical transport. I guess where Daryl lives, he can't get the insurance, public transport for medical things. Where I live, I can get that because I'm disabled. So yeah, insurance, hospital bills, medical bills for his meds. So yes, but he claims this is the last time. Get well soon, Daryl. Humble Bumble has a Savage Worlds Deadland Mega Bundle. I love Deadland. This goes to support the American Cancer Society. Most popular pledge is $25. It gives you pretty much a whole bunch of adventures, player's guide, GM screens, maps, campaign players, options, the core rules, conversion guides, everything you need to check out the mega awesome world that is Deadlands for a total of 85 titles. Paizo has their second edition Asian Fantasy Bundle for the Tinzia continent section of the Peso world. This goes to support charities like APA Hate, anti-discrimination type charities, stuff like that. It's got everything you need to explore that port of the world, adventures and stuff like that, including a discount coupon for the cover, a limited edition sketch cover, physical copy of the player's core. You don't play for the book, but you still have to pay for the shipping. So for $45, you get all that plus the player's book with the limited edition cover. Or if you don't want the player's book and just want the adventures, it's $30. And we've got yet another map making bundle, or this is the same bundle. Well, it's got campaign cartographer in it, so it's the same bundle. And it's for $30 and goes to Save the Children. And that's it this week. So what stands out to me this week? Curiosity says the Dagerheart stuff. I don't know what the awfully cheerful engine is. I think it's like just a generic rule set. Cinematic action comedy tabletop role-playing game. Ace is a loving parody of well-known pop culture icons, a love letter to the fun-packed action films of the 80s like Ghostbusters and Danger Mouse. So comedy action adventure, you know, but still serious. I mean, you can still take Ghostbusters serious, even though it is kind of comedy, but it's also got some pretty frightening stuff going on. So yeah, does anybody know anything about this system? Has anybody ever played it? I'm kind of curious. Other than that, I guess the Adventurers League bundle is curious. I hope this doesn't mean anything bad for the Adventure Leagues, but more just like a clearing of house before the next incarnation of the Dungeon Masters Guild Adventurers League to deal with 2025 Dungeons and Dragons 6e. Yeah, that's it. Curiosity about the Dagerheart Quick Start, the Adventurers League stuff, and the Awful Cheerful Engine, because one, that's just a great name, and two, I'm very curious about the system. So if anybody is out there and within the sound of my voice has ever had a chance to goof around with the Awful Cheerful Engine, let me know. I am your awful cheerful guide to all the tabletop role-playing game news, the OGGM. If you appreciate this content, let me know. If you never want to hear me do this ever again, let me know. Till next time, here's the song, which I think I need to change. I think I need to change the song. If I can get it to start.
Roll the dice and ride the wave. Quest and dragons, the news we crave.